Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you some of my favorite personal style icons, artists, celebrities, influencers, just style extraordinaires that I personally look to for fashion counsel and inspiration. Okay, let's jump right in. I've got, I think, four or five people to share with you today. So the first one I have, now this is probably the least niche. This one is the most mainstream. Elle Fanning. I think Elle Fanning has great style. I never feel like she gets the recognition she deserves for being such a style icon. Like, she's not known for being like a fashion girl, like the same way that someone like Zendaya might be. In my research for this project, like, she's never really had a bad look. She's never had one bad look. She's like that meme where it's like, would you rather never slay again or slay so hard that slay loses all meaning? Like, I honestly think that Elle Fanning has slayed so hard that it's lost all meaning for her, and people don't give her the flowers that she deserves. She dresses in this very coquettish, like very feminine, a little bit definitely like retro, like vintage inspired. Like, she looks great in like really soft romantic styles that clearly have like retro influences. She doesn't have like these crazy like fashion moments. She's not like pulling like crazy archive pieces. So in that sense, I feel like that's why people don't really immediately think of her as like a style icon. But her looks are consistently really good. Like, she's never had a bad look. Some of that style comes from being so in tune with what looks the best on her, and it also kind of understands the kind of image that she has. It plays to her image. Lately, I've been taking a lot of cues, especially from her like early 2010s looks. I think just because that's an era of fashion that I'm really interested in referencing lately. I like her street style from this era because it's this really cute mix of like definitely definitely a little twee inspired. I could see her getting down in like, the 2012 like hipster, like it's got a little bit of that twee element, it's got a little bit of hipster kind of vibe. I love also the way that the outfits from this era almost look a little bit mismatched. Like, a couple of classic looks that I like are this one with the glasses, the tweed bag, the divorced mom cardigan, the floral print. This one in particular is so personal to me. The jean shorts and the blouse, the platform heels. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's so unexpected to, like, you're just pairing like the jean shorts and the heels. It's kind of unexpected. You'd expect something a little bit more casual, but then it's like you're dressing up the jean shorts. That was 2010s. I actually was thinking of making an Elle Fanning inspired lookbook. Let me know if you guys would be interested, because I actually think her style is like one of the best celebrity styles. Okay, this one is an all-time classic too. Like, this picture, I'm pretty sure I reblogged on my Tumblr back in the day. Like, just so classic. It's incredibly coquette, and it's very chic too. She's just very chic and very stylish. To me, I really think Elle Fanning is like a fashion icon, and I believe that she has a burner Pinterest somewhere. Like, there's no way she's not logged into a burner account, because she's so entrenched in the cultural zeitgeist. Like, she knows what looks good, and she knows what girls who like her will think looks good too. Like, she just knows. Little shout out to her workout outfits. She does ballet. I also like to see her ballet outfits. They're very glamorous. And her Uggs, the knee-high Uggs, very cool. On to the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have icon number 2, my first true love in life, the iconic, the diva supreme, Taylor Momsen. Any Pretty Reckless fans in the house? Comment down below, please. Let me know if you guys listened to Pretty Reckless back in the day, or now. I listened to Pretty Reckless back in the day. I did, you guys. I've got a lot of lore. I wouldn't say I was like a die-hard super fan of Pretty Reckless, but I was, I was a die-hard fan of. Let me tell you, I am a huge MCR fan. My Chemical Romance, guys. Anyone listen to MCR? Let me know. But yeah, so I had my little emo phase, and that was when I got into the Pretty Reckless. Obviously, I had my grunge era, had my MCR emo alt phase, and I was, when I'm locked into a fandom, I'm locked into the cultural zeitgeist. So I was entrenched in the alternative music scene. So yes, I became a fan of Taylor Momsen at this time. Even when I was young, like when I was getting into their music when I was like 14, 15, I've always loved her fashion because I've always personally been a fan of lingerie, and I actually think it might have been Taylor Momsen herself who got me into the corselet, the style of lingerie where it's like a kind of like a corset, but it goes beyond the hip, and then you tie it to the thigh high socks. Like her style during this era of Pretty Reckless is so crucial to my development. It's so personal, so dear to me. Let me describe it. Like she kind of just combines, like it creates this really amazing contrast between these really traditional like vintage lingerie elements, but then sometimes she'll wear like just like an oversized like rocker tee. She'll wear like a corselet, but then it has studs on it, and then she like pairs it, her hair's like all like bleached out, it's super messy, super rocker. It's this contrast that really, really appeals to me. Like I've always loved lingerie, and I love the way that Taylor Momsen is able to weave lingerie elements into her style. Like, so even when like outfits where she's not directly wearing the corselet on stage, she'll wear something more casual, like a sheer top, but you can see the black bra underneath. It adds that little something something. Or she'll wear some jean shorts, and then you'll see the suspender ties underneath. Like, it adds a little something extra, and the black bra underneath a top, so sensual. It's like an all-time styling move for me, is like when you see the black bra under a top. I should have worn that today, but you can't even see. But anyway, I also want to say I need to give a special segment to Taylor Momsen and her corselets, because she was what sparked my love of corselets. My favorite one has to be this one with the studs on the corselet. Oh my god. And I'm not even joking, like when I was in my 20s, like, and I lived in London, I literally would walk around, like, let me pull up a picture. I would walk around in a corselet and a fur coat. Like, I really was living my Taylor Momsen truth back then. Period. With my Lilico haircut, I'm dead. Any Pretty Reckless fans? What is your favorite Pretty Reckless song? Mine, hands down, Zombie. To all of you who've wronged me, I am a zombie. I used to listen to this version of her singing it like acoustic live with Ben, the guy from Pretty Reckless, who I always thought looked like Howard Stern. Like, I'm not even joking. The next person I want to share is actually an influencer. Now, it's so rare. I don't follow a lot of like fashion influencers, kind of like fashion people online. This is the only like fashion girly that I follow, so I'm really giving you guys the prime tea. Like, now she is a Korean style influencer. Her name is Kim. She is also the owner of the fashion brand, which I've mentioned before, the Korean fashion brand Freckle. You guys know, if you've watched some of my hauls before, I have bought some stuff from her brand. Let me know if you guys are interested in like kind of like a fashion brand video. Anyway, her style is just so cool, and it's so eclectic. It's very, very, very eclectic. I would even say it's quite eccentric too. There is a clear vintage influence. Like, you can tell she enjoys like that kind of vintage romantic sensibility with her clothes, but then also she just sometimes presents what she's wearing in like a really unexpected way, tones it down. Like, I remember one time, I'll see if I can find a picture. One time she was wearing this vintage bloomer set, like with these pantaloons, and then she just wears it with these really cool like little high heels, like just some cool glasses. Her hair's tied up and she's got a bold red lip, but she's like wearing no makeup. Other outfits that she wears looks like she kind of just pulled up to the function. Like, she really kind of pulls off looks that really like you wouldn't think work together, but they work together. And sometimes when I am styling a look, I literally ask myself, like, what would Kim do? How would Kim pull this off? I also want to talk a little bit about her brand Freckle too, because I feel like for like fashion people who run brands, when I talk about using them as a source of fashion inspiration, I incorporate their brand and the style of the brand into like their kind of repertoire of things that I look out for. So her brand Freckle, what I love about it, it is super very romantic. It's got very romantic elements, very vintage elements, but it is also really sensual. And you know, it's important for my clothes to also express that sense of sensuality. Like that's actually probably one of the most important things to me. Like I gotta be, you know, I gotta be hot. I gotta be hot. Let me put me first. When I say hot, I don't even necessarily mean like I'm wearing the shortest. I do wear the short skirts. It's not about that though. It's not about short skirt. It's about understanding the allure and the sensuality and the mystique. And I just think that like her brand and a lot of the outfits that she has encapsulates that. I have two dresses from her. It's shapeless in the sense that it's very A-line, but it's a little bit sheer. Now you can't see anything, but she styles it with this black underwear. Like you can see the black bra, you can see the black, like I always said, like with Taylor Momsen, the black underwear that you can see, black bra, it is so, it's very erotic. But you're not really showing too much skin. Another dress that she has is this kind of like nun outfit. It is like another shapeless frock, but this dress has this incredibly low neckline to a point where you can see a peekaboo of the bra that you're wearing. It's that suggestion of something. It's that peak of lingerie with that low neckline. Oh my god, so classy, so tasteful. So yeah, that is what I would say I love about her style. Something else too is like, this is the recent look that she pulled, like this beautiful coral silk dress number, very vintage, very like 1960s glamour. Fur shawl. She actually inspired me to get my own fur shawl. Just, it's incredibly glamorous, but she knows how to be modern. So for example, this look that she paired with the coral dress, with the Miu Miu socks, with the Miu Miu droopy thin socks. Also have to say, she like does ballet. I don't know what she does. She like does dance, she does ballet, and she always shares her like work outfits too, and they're really cute. Like, come on. Second last fashion influencer I want to talk about. We've got two left. We're going back in time for this one. A true Y2K icon. Tommy February. Any Tommy February fans in the house? Okay, now Tommy February is a J-pop idol who began as the lead singer of a Japanese rock band called The Brilliant Green, but then in like the early 2000s she rebranded to be a solo artist. Actually, someone in the comments of my YouTube video, I'm pretty sure, said that I look like Tommy February when I wear my glasses. Thank you to whoever said that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Her style is this really fun mix of like preppy and cute. I would say also she's quite relevant to the trend cycle right now. She wears a lot of polka dot. Tommy February just has this really fun way of mixing these really cute girly elements. Like she wears a lot of bows. She is not afraid to get busy with the prints and go for some really bold fashion choices. She's kind of like Carrie Bradshaw, if Carrie Bradshaw was like more preppy and like more cute. She's the Japanese Carrie Bradshaw. But she also just has aura. So she can pull off anything. Her style actually reminds me a little bit of this British fashion brand called Lucille Safdie, who you probably have already seen their stuff. Like, they're really cute. I've got a hair on my face. You've probably already seen their stuff. They're super cute. The fun prints, the cute little preppy vibe. The ruff, I don't know if I've seen her wear ruffles, but it feels like something she would wear. Like, she loves the kind of like really, almost really busy type of style elements. Like, she'll wear a tutu. She'll wear some printed socks and a tutu, like this look right here. Now, I also just want to take a segue from talking about her style individually by saying that ultimately having good style is not even really about the clothes. Like, style is not about the clothes you wear. Like, it's about who you are. Same as my fashion film. Like, it's not really about the clothes, it's about the style of the film. Like, is the film stylish? So even when I talk about people and style icons, it's not about are the clothes they wear stylish, it's are they themselves stylish. And what defines someone as being stylish, I really think has a lot to do with their aura. Because Tommy February can wear the printed socks, or she can wear a bow in her hair, and she can wear all of that, and she is pulling it off because she is stylish. She has the aura to pull off the style. Are the clothes stylish? On her, yes. On someone else, maybe not. I think you can actually find more of Tommy February's looks just on Pinterest, because you can only find a couple music videos that she's made, and there's only like a handful of looks in the music videos. So I would recommend going on Pinterest, seeing some of her looks there. That is where you get like the old magazine, the old photo shoots that she used to do. Some of my favorite looks of hers. Okay, period. Okay, my last style icon. This one is quite niche. She goes by U67, and she is the designer of one of my favorite fashion brands, which you may have seen already because they stock them on Essence now. No Dress. I've been a huge fan of this brand literally for the last 8 years. I'm locked into the culture, you guys. Like, I literally was a fan of them when they debuted. Literally by the second drop, I've been a fan, and I've been following them for so long. I've been following her for so long. We're actually mooties. I love her, and I love her work. She's recently actually started another brand called Room Service. I think it's 888, which specializes in lingerie. It's hard to kind of discuss her style without talking about the elements of her brand and like the style of her brand, which I also love. So I'm just going to kind of talk about them all as one big thing. I would say that she has an incredibly maximalist style. Same as the last kind of influencer that I mentioned, Kim. I would say they both have very maximalist styles. And in fact, I think there are similarities to the way that they style clothes. Like, they're very kind of glamorous. That element of glamour is what I'm really, really interested in. She's not afraid to revel in excess. Like this mix of printed designs. She uses a lot of lace, leather, fur, a lot of fur, which you know I love. Like, she's not afraid to be bold with the fashion choices and the elements that she's wearing. It's incredibly chic and it's incredibly glamorous. I also love that she is a very sensual dresser. She also kind of incorporates lingerie into her clothing. These elements of lingerie, that's what kind of really excites me about the way that she dresses. Like, I love style like that. It makes sense that she went on to start her own lingerie brand, like Room Service 888. Now, this is another look of hers that I love. This is actually a full look from her Room Service collection. It's very sporty chic, but then it's also, you see the little lingerie peeking out. Like, another aspect of her style that I love, not only is she incredibly maximalist, but she is incredibly kitsch. If you look at her fashion brand, it's incredibly camp. They have this way of incorporating these really flamboyant elements, but it's so glamorous and it's so stylish and it's so cool. And I just love it. Like, that's the style that I'm primarily interested in. Very glamorous, very eclectic, very maximalist, very sensual, still very, you know, fashionable, very modern. Also, even her like off-duty style is cool. Like, look at this. Pulling Prada archive shoes. Come on. Okay, I think that's everything I want to say. When I was researching people to talk about, I actually came up with a list of like 10 people. So yeah, if you guys are interested in like a part 2 of like my niche fashion style inspiration style icons, let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching as usual. And yeah, follow me on all of my social media here. You need to follow me on IG. If you want to be a baddie, you need to be following. If you're already following me, congratulations, you're a baddie. But if you're trying to be a diva, you need to be following me, period. And follow me on TikTok too. I'm so active on TikTok. It's like crazy. I'm losing my voice. I've been yapping too much. I'm losing my voice. This is the end of my video, and I'll see you in part 2 of this video if this does well. Okay. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.